Welcome to Mount Fuji. Of all Japan's many iconic images, Mount Fuji is the most recognizable. Mount Fuji is 3,776 meters tall and is the definitive symbol of Japan's culture. In 2013, Mount Fuji was granted full World Heritage status. Mount Fuji is 62 miles southwest of Tokyo and can be seen from Tokyo on a clear day. Every year, more than 300,000 people climb Mount Fuji from July to September, which is their climbing season, making it the most climbed mountain on earth. When I embarked on a journey to the land of the rising sun, one of my main goals was to climb to the summit of Mount Fuji and experience one of the best sunrises in the world. Yes, I am going to climb this mountain. Mount Fuji is divided into 10 stations, with the first station at the foot of the mountain and the 10th station being the summit. Paved roads go as far as the 5th station halfway up the mountain. I was able to catch an early bus at 8:45 a.m. to the Subaru 5th station. About an hour and a half in, I was greeted with the first sight of Mount Fuji from afar. Beautiful. Our first stop was 5th station, which is the starting point for the climbers. I got geared up, had a hearty lunch, and left everything except the essentials in a locker before I headed up the mountain at 11:30 a.m. It's going to take us 8 to 9 hours to get up the cabin we're staying in for the night. The walk started out simple with views of beautiful landscape and vegetation.
We are now on the 6th station from the 5th station, one station down. But this has amazing view. Look at the view.
After an easy first walk, the trail became steeper, and in no time, it was like this.
Look at this.
So steep. I had to climb much of this with the support of my two hands. Along the mountain, they have huts that sell snacks, drinks, gloves, and all kinds of stuff that you would need in an emergency. But the prices is almost twice the price as the 5th station. The higher you go, the higher the prices go.
This is not hiking, this is mountain climbing.
But unfortunately, the 8th station is still 2 more hours away and the path is even steeper. I have a long way to go. The air is getting thinner. The wind is blowing harder. The climb is getting ever steeper. I am beginning to regret this decision.
We are 3,200 feet high. I can almost touch the heaven. This is nature versus Filipina. So we're gonna reach the top. Go for it. I'm not gonna quit.
An hour later, I was finally at the same level as the snow cap on Mount Fuji. Even though the temperature is dropping, I am still super sweaty. By 8:30 p.m., I arrive at the Fujisan Mountain Hut near the 8th station. Since I had to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to finish the climb for the sunrise, I ate dinner and tried to go to bed. For food, we got rice, hamburger, curry, pickles, and green tea. Our guide informed us that the weather had taken a turn for the worse at the summit. The main path was closed because a windstorm was coming tonight. I knew in my mind that tomorrow would be a big problem for us, but I was hoping that it was just evening weather on the mountain. Our hut was shaking. I was unable to sleep until almost 11 p.m. because of people walking in and out and probably because of the altitude. I was breathing heavily all night, but it was part of the experience. I am going to make it to the top no matter what, storm or no storm. As the staff woke me up at 2 a.m., several hundreds of people have already given up and went back to bed. The staff were trying their best to convince us not to go because they feared we might die up there. They said we weren't going to see the sunrise anyway with the massive fog out there. We were faced with a dangerous decision whether to risk injury or even death and go for the summit, or accept defeat and head back down. After talking with each other, decided that we were too close to give up. We might as well try it, and if we couldn't go any longer, we can always turn back. And so we went for it. The wind was raging like crazy as we went higher and higher. Instead of rain, hail started to hit our faces like a bullet. There were little to no shelters along the way. So we literally had to crawl up because the wind would just knock us off our feet if we stood up straight. As we reached the top, I was unable to blink because everything on my face were numb. The water from melted hail kept getting into my eyes. Then a miracle happened. The weather cleared out right before we reached the top. Thank God it did, because I would have not witnessed this beautiful view as the sun is starting to rise. Perfect timing. We made it! I made it, guys! I'm at the top of Mount Fuji. How cool is that? After all the hardship, the weather, the physical challenges, to say you made it to the top is an achievement I will take with me for the rest of my life. Descending, I heard people talking in Tagalog. I was not the only Filipino who decided to take on Mount Fuji. They are working in Tokyo on special assignment and decided to spend their birthday on the mountain before they head back to Manila.
Well, happy birthday! Happy birthday! So did you all reach the summit?
Yeah, we did.
Wow! What time did you all start climbing?
From 8.5 station, we started like before 2 a.m.
Yeah, before 2 a.m. So we reached the summit at
3:30 around
3:30.
So we waited with, you know, the windy condition. It's 9 hours, so it's quite slow, but it's because we're taking pictures, you know.
I was disappointed to learn that descending a mountain is also dangerous and almost just as tiring. The descent is not easy.
Way back to the fifth station. See how hard this is. It's all lava rock. That's what makes it so difficult. And it's very, very slippery too.
If you are thinking of climbing Mount Fuji, you need to do your homework. It is not a hike. This is a mountain. It is serious business to climb it. You will be challenged in every way, mentally and physically. If it is your first time, I recommend going with a guide. Our guide told us that there is an old Japanese proverb, "He who climbs Mount Fuji once is a wise man. He who climbs it twice is a fool." And you know what? I definitely agree. Cheryl Picture, PHTV, Mount Fuji, Japan. Visit me on Facebook and let me know what you thought about today's episode. Don't forget to like the page. See you soon!